Hello world, Bob here. You find me today in the nether regions of Manchester. I'm doing a walk from Sale Waterpark. There's a train coming. I'm going to get train sound effects in the background. Turn you around that way. It's a tram. Manchester tram. There it goes, sound effects and everything. So I've parked the car at Sale Waterpark, which appears to be free. We'll find out when we get back. I've walked around the back of Sale Waterpark. I'm now on the side of the River Mersey down here. You can see that? That's the Mersey on its way to Liverpool. And I'm going to follow the Mersey along until we get to Chorlton Waterpark. I will circumnavigate Chorlton Waterpark and then walk back up the other side of the Mersey back to here, where I might have a naughty lunch. Speak to you again in a minute. The thing I wanted to talk about today was a little tool, which is appreciation and gratitude. And I think it's underestimated, and it's something that I personally need to use more. You know, you go through life and you get to the end of the day and you think, God, I've done sweet FA today. And you sort of get into this habit of focusing on the things that are wrong, the things that are negative, the things that are getting you down. And you have to try and learn, not expert at this, try and learn ways of getting around them. So the way it works is this. Basically, at the end of the day, or whenever you feel like it, you choose 3 things that you appreciate about yourself and 3 things that you are grateful for in the world or in your life. Now you can just do that verbally, like I'm doing now, or you can write it down. Up to you. Depends on people's preference. Sometimes writing things down makes them more real. If this video is a bit stop-start today, it's because the whole world is out here walking their dog, and I am too shy to keep talking while people are going past. So I'm going to try, while I'm out here today, to think of those 3 things that I appreciate and for which I am grateful. We'll start with the fact that I appreciate the way in which, in the last few weeks, I have learned to pre-arm myself before I go to the supermarket, so that I go and I buy the things that I went to buy, and I don't buy a ton of greasy snacks and cakes and things to eat there and then. And that's a big thing to appreciate when you're the size I am. I am grateful for my family. I have a wife, my immediate family. I have a wife and 2 sons who are now quite grown up. I am grateful that my sons are growing up to be intelligent, thoughtful, kind and able young men. And I am grateful to be very happily married to my wife, who loves me and I love her, and that we are a team, that we can talk about things and help each other. I am grateful for that. I appreciate my brain, my intellect's ability to problem solve, to find things out, to find on the internet a route to come for this walk today, to figure out how to make these videos, to solve the problems with the damp in the house, to find a builder and project manage those things. I appreciate my ability to learn and find out, and I suppose that's the ability to be curious and to satisfy that curiosity. I appreciate that. I am grateful for these boots, my German Army para boots. They are so comfortable and they fill me with assurance, and they stomp through the mud and my feet stay comfortable Brilliant. German Air on me para boots. Can't recommend them enough. Third appreciation. I appreciate my relatively recently found ability to recognise when I am being triggered. Well, there are different words for it in different schools of work. Triggered, when I'm in a pattern, when I'm having an emotional flashback. Either way, what it is the ability to recognise when your response to something and your emotional response and your, well, all your mental, everything, is not based on the situation there and then in your adult life, but is actually, there's a jogger coming, I'm going to keep talking to myself, is actually based on effectively trauma responses that you learned as a child. So you learn, this is me, this isn't everybody, not everybody has the same history or the same problems, but I have learned that my body reacts to things as if I was still a young child trying to protect themselves in a world where things weren't so nice. And half the battle with those is simply to recognise that you are in one of those patterns, that you are triggered, that you are in an emotional flashback. And when you realise that, take some of the sting out of it, and then you can start trying to learn ways of fighting those. But actually, believe me, just realising is a big step. And because it allows your logical adult brain to go, hang on a minute, it's not right. Lots of people coming now. We're in the land of golf clubs out here. There's the latest one. I've just come past on the other side, Chorlton Golf Club, which I know because, unfortunately, well, my mother-in-law's wake was held. But there we go. I'm golf curious at the moment, wondering whether it would be a way to get out, socialise a bit, stretch my legs. We'll see. But it's one of my patterns. One of the things that I've learned from my childhood is to scorn things like golf as being silly and a waste of time. And I'm trying to relearn that actually I am allowed to do these things. Nobody can tell me not to. Maybe I should give them a go. So yeah, thinking about golf. Still can't bring myself to like football, but you know, we're watching Bridgerton on TV at the moment at home. I was brought up to be so scathing about things like that. Trash, popularist nonsense. No, let's watch Mastermind instead. Actually, it's really good. We're enjoying it. So I missed out on a lot of joy, a lot of fun, a lot of simple pleasure. I'm going to say as a child, but actually as an adult, up to my 50s, missed out on so much. Trying to make up for lost time now. So, is that a gratitude or is that another appreciation? No, let's make that a gratitude. I am grateful for all the simple pleasures that the world offers, whatever they might be. So we find ourselves at Chorlton Waterpark, which I am now navigating in a clockwise direction, full of gratitude and appreciation, honestly. Wildlife. Hello, gooses. I have to go through the normal rigmarole of I've got nothing for you, or am I just going to walk past? Get on. Out you go. So that's my circumnavigation of Chorley Waterpark done. Chorley? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, the walk route on all trails calls for me to go over the bridge. The bridge is very definitely shut. Lots of other people have mentioned carrying on that way as far as the motorway, but I've already walked over 4 miles, so I'm just going to walk back down this path again. There's a bridge about halfway along I can cross over. Is a bonus gratitude thing. I am grateful that I do not live in a city. Never have liked cities. I mean, this is, well, looks very rural here, but I don't know if you can hear it over the microphone. You might do, because I've forgotten to turn this one on again. Constant road noise. Ring road's just over there somewhere. Traffic, whoops, falling in a hole. Talking and walking at the same time is outside my skill set. But yeah, no escape from the noise of people. And green as it is, this is all, it's all weeds. I know weed is a controversial term, but it's all nettles and brambles. Wasteland rather than countryside. But yes, all right, and the sun is shining. The water's making watery noises down there. Just about to walk under another bridge, which, looking at all the razor wire and killer accoutrements, is also not one we can go across. Ooh, when do we go? Bit of some rapids underneath the bridge there. So this, as I said, this is the Mersey. It goes all the way down to Liverpool now. Gets a bit bigger before then. Here's a helpful tip. Helpful tip. I was walking along here just bemoaning to myself the fact that my lower back was getting really quite sore, and suddenly occurred to me that although, hey, you know, this is a nice rucksack, but it's not a frame sack or anything, and I've got this cast iron weight in the bottom of my rucksack, and it was flat in the bottom, and it suddenly occurred to me it was pressing into the small of my back. So I've moved it and I feel better now. So there you go, helpful hint. Don't have cast iron weights pushing against the small of your back. Doesn't help. There we go, back at the railway bridge. Oh, there we go, tram just in time for the film. There it goes. And there's a footbridge just past there. That's where I'm going to cross over. So, I don't know if you can see them on film. There goes on, swallows. Oh, load of swallows along this bit of the river. Catching flies. They're all camera shy. Oh, there's one. They're actually catching any of these. There's one coming now. Zoom. One swallow might not a summer make, but there's a summer's worth of swallows here. There we go, that's other side of the river. I'm going to sign off now. I'm just going to wander the rest of the way back. Can't be so far from Sale Waterpark now. And yeah, so count your blessings, I guess. Message of the day. But that's it. Bob out.